Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me bring something back into perspective of what I talked about at the very beginning. This is a global issue. So we also have to remember slavery was 246 years ago.
Mhm.
We're not that far removed from not being considered anything at all. So what we're talking about and what we're trying to achieve in 246 years is not likely possible in this generation or the next generation. But what everybody's talking about now, it starts with the conditionalized. You have to remember, like our great great grandparents came out of that mindset. It take even with working with clients and seeing clients in therapy, it takes generational work in order to process these things. So it's not just let's just talk about it and now all of a sudden we're fixed. This is a global issue across the board. Lighter complexions are always seen as higher in every culture, in every part of the world. So
It's true.
therefore, this fight to change it, we're not going to see it in our lifetime. But what we can do is our part, just like you all are saying.